Okay. What's up, everybody? It's Crux. We're in Lux. I just realized how close that sounds. I don't know why I never noticed that before. Anyways, not really a guest appearance, I suppose. I mean, he's been here all along, just not like this. This is Tibbs. He just actually recently got his full suit.
Yeah.
And he's worn it every single day since getting it.
He's not lying, I have.
So, I thought no better time to do this video than now. So, I recently wanted to do some sort of medical type video. So a lot of my friends kind of know I'm very into the medical side of life and everything. I like looking it up, and it's actually just a hobby for me, as well as hopefully a future career, which I will get to in another video. Anyways, today I want to cover something that a lot of fursuiters know is heat. Yeah, it gets very hot. So I'm going to cover in this video overheating. Some other names for this exact thing is like heat exhaustion, heat stress, or you really want to get kind of technical with it, it's hyperthermia. But I thought it was a very good idea to cover this now that Tibbs has his full suit. I'm obviously going to be around him quite a bit, so I'm going to be watching out for these exact same type of things, and I just feel like everybody else should probably look out for the same things as well. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into the video here. So, first things first, I'm going to basically ask Tibbs, and you can hear it straight from him, being a full suitor now, how hot does it really get?
To be honest, a full suit definitely gets very warm very quickly. Even if you have a fursuit fan built in the head. There's one built in my head here, and it's nice to keep a bit of air circulating, but this gets very warm very quickly. I'm already sweating, and I've only been in here for about 15 minutes, and I think we got the AC cranked down as much as we can get it at the moment. It's been way too hot here, so.
Plus we have a fan going right above us too.
Yeah.
Not full blast, because that would mess up my audio, but still a fan going, and that's to say more than in some other areas that you see fursuiters go, like outside and everything. I mean, if you went outside right now, it would be dangerous, in my opinion, speaking. But anyways, to kind of piggyback off what he said, it gets very hot. This is not just for fursuiters. This is for everybody. This can happen to anybody. You don't have to be in a fursuit. Obviously, people overheat, and they probably don't even know what a fursuit is. So it's just more of a prevalent deal with fursuiting, based on the fact that we're walking around in literal massive amounts of fur. I mean, even this partial that I'm wearing right now is warm. Okay, so full suit, partial suit, you're not even in a suit, this is relevant. So, getting into it now, some stuff to kind of watch out for as far as like signs or symptoms of people overheating. Now, this isn't all of it, okay? This is only a finite amount of possibilities of what could happen, okay? So if you want to find out more, obviously it's a Google search away. I just want to cover it here just to kind of hit some key points, try and help somebody out. Maybe you'll notice this. Maybe it'll actually help save somebody from something bad happening to them. So some stuff that you can watch out for is like dizziness, fatigue, fainting. That would be one of the worst ones, is fainting. That means it's progressed pretty far as heat exhaustion is concerned. You stop sweating. That's one of the first signs of it. Confusion, disorientation kind of go hand in hand with each other. But this is all stuff that other people should watch out for other than just the fursuiter, because when this stuff happens to you, you don't realize it. So you could not be sweating in your fursuit and you won't realize it, but if you take off your head and somebody looks at you and you're not sweating and you've been with them for like an hour and a half and they're not sweating, chances are they are dehydrated, they are going into like hyperthermia, they're going into heat exhaustion or overheating, and they need to go drink some water. They need to cool down because their body's natural way of cooling, sweating, is not happening. So we need to be really vigilant of that. That's a very key point. Stop sweating is that's your first sign right there that they need to take a break. So the other things that to help when you notice this stuff and how to help these people, first thing that you should do is help make sure the person kind of sits down in a cool area. If they're in the sun, get them the shade. If they're in a fursuit, take off your head. And then you can start fanning them down, but make sure that somebody's calling 911 as well. You might not think it's that big of a deal. They're still conscious, they're still breathing, okay. But you should still call 911 and have a paramedic or have an EMT come and check your vitals and everything to make sure that you're doing okay, because there could be stuff happening to you that you don't even realize, and you don't want something bad to happen. You want somebody to catch that early. You don't have to ride to the ambulance with them. Just let somebody check you out. Listen to the dispatcher when you're on the call with 911. Tell them what's happened. The person you think is overheating, this is why I think they're overheating. They're going to give you step-by-steps what to walk through. They've been trained. Just listen to them. Things that you also, that kind of go with that as well, is if something bad happens, like your fursuiter fainted or somebody around you fainted, like that, kind of dramatically, it could be a lot worse. But if something like that happens, just remain calm when you're on the phone with 911, okay? They can't understand you when you're frantic, and they can't help you as well. And you can't help the person that you're trying to help as well. So I know it's difficult. Some people haven't been in that situation. Actually, a lot of people probably haven't been in that situation. But you have to try and remain as calm as you possibly can when you're on the phone with 911. So whether they're fully conscious, still huggable, still, talking good and everything, or if they're passed out on the ground and they just fell down and hit their head or something, remain calm, or try to. Try as best as you possibly can, okay? So ways that you can prevent this from happening, prevent heat exhaustion. Number one rule that everybody tells you, drink water, okay? You're wearing a carpet, y'all. Drink water. You think you drink enough water? You probably haven't drank enough water. You can't drink too much water. Well, I mean, you can, but you probably won't drink enough water to make that happen. So, just drink water, y'all, okay? That's so important. That's so important, okay? The thing that I said, stop sweating, this is how you prevent that from happening, all right? The next thing is take breaks. There's headless lounge at a bunch of conventions. If you're not even fursuiting or anything, make sure you just take it off and go in the shade for a little bit. Go sit in front of the fan. Grab a cool drink of water. Now, when you do overheat, by the way, do not grab the coldest water you can possibly find to give to the person, okay? Your body's overheating. You just give them ice, freezing cold water. Your body doesn't know what to do with its temperature, okay? That can actually be harmful. It can be cool water, but just make sure that it's not freezing cold, okay? Your body won't know what to do. It might actually make the person black out. It could. Heard it happening. Haven't seen it, but I've heard it happening. Okay? So, as far as heat exhaustion is concerned, as far as like what you call with 911, that's pretty much it. Like I said, there's multiple more things that you could go look up. I very highly urge you to look those up, especially if you're thinking about getting a full suit. Okay? Or even a partial, or even a head, or even hand paws. I don't know. Or even if you're not even in a fursuit, if you're working outside in the hot weather, it could be 110 degrees. Okay, this can happen to anybody. This can happen to your handler. Like the fursuiter could literally notice this with the handler overheating, okay? Just watch out for each other, okay? So without further ado now, I would like to thank my patrons, Dexo, Day, Sparks, Army, and Squash for being amazing supporters of my channel. You guys have been so awesome, so supportive. I've talked to every single one of you and love you all, and you guys mean so much to me. I want to thank Tid for being here in full suit. He's really, he's been a joy. He's been fun. And I'm sure that he really enjoys this too. Do you have anything you want to add to this as far as any advice or anything with full suiting now that you had the difference of feeling in a full suit now for a couple of days?
remember to take breaks. Remember, if you need to like sit in front of a fan, do it. At least with my fursuit, I can get in front of a fan that's blowing off at full blast, and you can actually feel it with this. Also, if you get a full suit, or heck, even just a partial suit, there is a special kind of clothing that you can wear to help keep yourself cool while you suit. And that is, it's made by Under Armour, and it's called heat gear. What this equipment does, or this clothing does, is it wicks incredibly well, so it helps keep you cool when you sweat. Even while suiting in one of these things, it makes a world of difference. And especially if, let's say, you get done suiting and you start taking your suit off, you're still wearing that underneath, and you get in front of a fan, you're going to feel really cool really quickly. Otherwise, just make sure to drink plenty of water, take breaks. If you're a handler, just make sure that you have a lot of water on standby and remind your suitor that, hey, stop for a sec, let's get a bit of water in you to make sure that you stay hydrated so you can keep going and going and going throughout the whole con.
So like you said, handlers, keep an eye out. Again, say only for fursuiters, this is for everybody, but I mean, come on, we're furries. We're gonna focus on the furry stuff. So, but I think that's about it that I got. Like I said, guys, please go on and do your own research as well. I've only hit a few of the key points. There's a bunch more that you can look for. I'll be making some more YouTube videos here shortly. If you want to support me, please, I have a Patreon. I will put it in the links down or in the description down below for this video. Also, if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any other ideas for me to do research on for a medical video, or that you want to hear about, or that you think that becomes relevant for any furry, please leave a comment down below. I will try my best to get to it, okay? There's so much stuff that I want to try and cover because there's just so much that I feel like people just need to know in general to try and help everybody. We all have to look out for each other, all right? So I think that's all I got. Anything else? You got anything? He's a furry. He's a full suit. This is Tibbs. He's cute. Look at him. He's cute. So thanks, guys.